My wife gave me a hand job the other day, and I got to tell you that I think that hand job was probably the saddest thing that ever happened in America. It really was the saddest fucking thing, that hand job. Was so tragic. There should be like a monument to that hand job with a reflecting pool where you just sit and think, God, that was fucking sad. And a little thing where you put rocks on it and think about it, and you know. Here's what happened. I'm going to tell you about this hand job. My wife and I were home in the middle of the day. The baby was asleep on our bed. The 4-year-old is wherever the fuck she goes all day. And my wife and I are sitting on the couch, just sitting there, just fucking married on the couch, you know, just... And my wife looked at me, and I don't know where she got this sort of sense that I was in. She said something like, "Hey, we have to go to that thing for the..." And I was like, "Oh, who gives a shit?" Like, I don't know what it was that tipped her off that I was starting to feel real bad. Here's the thing, is that as far as sex, for guys, it's just not... we just need to release. That's all it is. We just need it. Women, it's like a fucking emotional thing when we need to come just because we need to. Women, it's like they get into it. They shiver, and then they lie on their side and cry after and all that kind of shit. But for guys, it's just something that we need to do so that we won't murder people. That's all it is, really. Just maintenance. Open the fucking valve once in a while, please. The city should put a red tag on the dick that has a PSI level that's unacceptable. And my wife always waits till it's fucking till it's critical. She lets it go so long until finally we're sitting on the couch and she looks at me and we're like, okay, we're gonna all be in the paper tomorrow if I don't fucking do something. So she doesn't want to fuck me, she doesn't want to blow me, so she looks at me and she goes, "Well, would you like a hand job?" And I'm like, yeah, that sounds awesome. So we go upstairs to my daughter's room because it's the only empty room in the house. Hey, you know what? Fuck you. I paid a rent. I'll shit on her bed if I want to. Seriously. Let me have a fucking hand job in my house. It's all I get. It's not me. She won't jerk me off in the living room because there's too much nice shit I'm not allowed to come on. That's the whole thing. I don't even get to enjoy my orgasm because the second I'm coming, she's pointing my dick away from stuff. Ew. Oh, careful. She points it into my belly button, like, make it go back in there. Can it go back in? All right, so I'm laying on the floor in my daughter's room looking up at the mobile of fucking ducks and airplanes. What does a fucking duck need with an airplane? What does a baby give a shit? So I'm laying there on the floor, and my wife is just sitting next to me, just in her bathrobe, just like... And weirdly, I'm not getting off on this. The fucking woman grimacing and tugging on my penis dryly while basically reading People magazine at the same time. It's not that I'm not getting off on it. It's taken me a while to come, and she starts getting impatient. She's like, "Come on! Come on!" Like yelling, "Come on," into my dick. Seriously. At one point, I wanted her to lick her palm. I got this idea. Maybe if she licks her palm, there will be some semblance of something going on. And so I had to... You got to approach asking for those things carefully. You can't just go, "Hey, lick your palm," like that, because that'll ruin whatever mood there already isn't. So I go like, "Hey, maybe lick your palm. Lick your palm. Lick your palm." She's like, "What?" "Lick your palm, lick your palm, lick your palm." She goes, "What the fuck are you saying to me?" You know what she thought I said? She thought I said, "You look like your mom." So now I gotta get that out of my head. I'm trying to fucking like close my eyes and fantasize that she gives a shit. Nothing's working. And finally she goes, hey, I'm getting really tired. So you know what I did? I finally just took her hand in my hand and I just jerked myself off with her hand. She's like, oh, thank you. That's much easier that way. That has to be the lowest form of sex that's even fucking possible. To just be jerking myself off with my tired wife's hand. She might as well be dead at that point. Seriously, she might as well be a fucking corpse. I came home and found her dead, and fuck it, I'm getting one more before I call the police. Just one more. Who's it hurting? I'm not hurting nobody. I'll call 911. She's not getting any deader. Cops find DNA on her wrist. She gave him a hand job and then died of shame, I think. I don't know what happened. I don't know.